news. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Good morning. It is hump day. It's KDWB. Bailey's birthday bash is tomorrow night. We'd love to see you out there. Vaughn's going to be there. Bailey, of course. I'm going to be there. Janie's going to be there. We've got cake. We got a food truck. There is a food truck that's going to be there, so don't eat before you go.
Yeah, it's a food truck called Hodgepodge, and I know like the owner of it, and she is just like a foodie person, and I absolutely love following her because there's so many recipes of hers I try. So I'm excited because I've never tried the food truck before. But yeah, Hodgepodge will be there at Forgotten Star Brewing.
Go by and get a Bailey's Seltzer, which is called...
It's called Bailey's Bubble Blitz.
Okay, go by and get that. Mama Rhonda's going to be there. Is Sister Madison going to be there?
I hope Madison's going to be there. I guess I'll find out. Hopefully I'll have a lot of like my friends there. So if you've ever heard me talk about any of my friends, hopefully they'll all be there. We'll see.
Yeah, a bunch of theater people. Look for people in monocles. A lot of people wearing monocles. A lot of theater people.
Is that what defines theater people?
They wear weird ass like monocles.
Well, once you're
people.
in like one musical, they give you the monocle, so that's like you're welcome in, and then you have to and then you have to start wearing it like out and about to like signal to other theater people that you're a theater person.
Vaughn is going to be the coolest person in the room, and that's never happened.
Ever.
It's never happened before.
I'm nervous because I ordered my outfit, but it might not come on time, so I'm praying. But Bailey, if I don't come dressed all fancy, just blame Amazon.
Man, if you look like trash, so help me God.
Dude, I ordered my glittery, sparkly jacket. It came overnight. Amazon is like a miracle.
I need to use your Amazon Prime. Mine was like 2 days.
Dude,
I ordered it last night.
Absolutely.
Well, that's on you.
That is tomorrow night. So we're going to do Ladies' Room. Vaughn and I are going to stay out of this conversation because there is something Jenny and Bailey both admit women can't do.
Yeah.
It's all you guys, you girls.
Okay, so I think a lot of people can relate to this, but Bailey and I have talked about how we just can never, ever turn our brains off. So it's always like the next thing, like, okay, well, coming up later today, I'm going to be watching Survivor and doing all this stuff. But at first, I have to make this dinner, and then I have to do this. And then, like, I'm going to Lutzen this weekend, so I have to plan about what kind of groceries I need to get at a Cub. And it's probably going to have to happen today because tomorrow I have 2 events, and I don't know if I'm going to have time.
Right.
And that is how my brain is constantly working.
I feel the same way because I'll be, like, driving and speak to myself out loud. I'm like, okay, so once you drive home, you're going to eat lunch really quick. You're going to take a 30-minute nap. Then you're going to go on a walk for about 2 hours because this is all the time that you have. And then after that, you're going to go to improv practice. And then after improv practice, you have a show that you have to go and see, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so it's a constant to-do list. Really, I should just write it down, but I never do. So I just run it in my head over and over again. And I just do that one day at a time. And then I have my little paper planner, which makes it very visible and overwhelming because I have to plan out every single thing that happens to me.
Yes. And I've asked, like, for instance, I've asked my boyfriend Andrew before, like, hey, what do you got going on tomorrow? I don't know. And it's like that's the answer almost every single time I ask him. And I'm like, how do you not have a running list in your head? Like, he knows, but he needs to like reference his calendar or reference whatever. And I'm just like constantly knowing what's coming up ahead of time.
Right.
And so I feel like, yeah, it's good to understand you have a lot of things to do and you can remember those. But at the same time, I feel like it's not the best quality to have because then you can never relax. Like, I'll be on the weekend sitting around like thinking like, hey, this is your time to relax. And I can't because there's still a list in my head going on of things I want to get done.
That, and I always think, what could I be doing right now?
Yes.
What else could I be doing right now? So if I do have a moment where I'm sitting, if I sit for longer than like 4 hours, like even if I'm going to watch Netflix and I'm going to hang out on the couch and this is my time to just chill, I'll be thinking like, I should be somewhere. I should be doing something. Why am I sitting here? This is so stupid.
But anyways,
that's all I do.
If anyone has any suggestions as to how to turn your brain off a little bit here and there, I don't know.
Alcohol is a very effective.
I've heard that.
Yeah, have a margarita. Hell, just go right for the tequila bottle. And alcohol is great at turning your brain off.
As you get older, you have one drink and you're hungover. So, like, that's not really the solution, I don't think.
You got to build up a tolerance.
Well, I did that. Trust me. I did that in my teenage years. But now it just no longer exists. But I don't know. So text us in if you have any suggestions. How do you guys live your lives, your daily lives, Dave and Vaughn? Are you guys constantly have a to-do list in your head?
I would say yes. I don't think this is something specific to just women because I'm always, what's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan? I hate going out with people who are like, oh, we'll see where the night takes us. I can't stand that because I need to know, If we're going to, I guess, a bar, do I have to take my car? What time do we plan to come back? Oh, if I have this thing in the morning, I'm always thinking ahead. I've just always been like that. So my brain is constantly like, oh, I got to edit this later, or I got to, I don't know, just do something.
I'm kind of in the middle somewhere. I really enjoy like not having things to do. And when I do, I kind of relish that. And I think life lately for me has been kind of like a Tetris game where the world sees a gap in my schedule and drops a block into that gap.
Yes.
Or it's like, okay, Dave's got Friday from 3 until 6 free. I'm going to drop a block of something that is not my choice to do, but something that I have to do. Like there might be like, I don't know, a meeting that I have to go to or somebody's birthday party. And I'm not picking on you because I'm looking forward to it. But it's like, okay, there's something that I have to do. And so I just kind of accept it and roll with it. And I look forward to the days where I don't have anything to do. There's a bunch of text messages. Smoke a little weed to calm your brain down.
I've heard that works as well.
And,
No, it
you
makes
know,
the panic.
Yeah, I was going to say, some people's brains can work that way. Some people's brains work the way that mine does, which is that I just start like having a beating heart and then I think I'm dying. And then the next thing I know, I want to call 911.
Yeah.
well,
So-
you and I react to weed the same way. I am not a weed person. I don't care if you smoke weed. I don't want you smoking it in public at the state fair. God, that I see a lot of that. There's guys smoking weed like openly, like no big deal. I'm reading text messages. Try meditation. Another one, men's brains are like waffles compartmentalized, and women's brains are like spaghetti, just a big loopy loop of everything. There is a psychology study about this where men and women were put into a room and sit in silence for 2 hours.
I could never.
And the result is exactly like you're talking about, where a majority of women could not turn off their brains versus men, or they could just think about sports
That's
or
funny.
hunting or video games.
You don't
or
think you could sit
whatever.
quietly in a room for 2 hours?
Absolutely
Really?
not. Like, if I had to be in isolation, my brain would just like go haywire. I couldn't
Oh,
handle it.
I would just start fantasizing about like, oh, I'm in Pride and Prejudice, and Mr. Darcy is riding his horse up to my home or whatever, and I would just go off in a little movie inside my brain for 2 hours, and then once the 2 hours is over and they open the door, I'd be like, oh crap, 2 hours has passed. I have to get back on my to-do list.
Do you think that it's you both of you are not moms, but it's like a maternal instinct to always have to take care of something?
I mean, probably because I do think that I like keep up on a lot of like things we need for the house versus like Andrew kind of just goes day by day and then like runs an errand out of inconvenience, whereas I'm always about convenience.
Interesting.
A lot of feedback on this one. Thanks for the text messages. This one says, I'm 40, female, always have something going on. I have to have it going on. It was instilled in me growing up. You got to get everything done before you can relax. And that's why I have anxiety.
Oh, no.
Jenny, you're smoking the wrong stuff. A lot of people say that you got to do that one.
I mean, I've tried THC seltzers and those haven't been bad, but I don't know. My experience with weed has never been, besides when I was super young, but I feel like I probably wasn't even high because I didn't even know what I was doing.
Send Jenny and Bailey some suggestions if you're a woman and you can't turn your brain off. I think it is like a biological thing that maybe women are just constructed that way. We'll be back commercial-free 1 hour starting with Pink Tickets coming up next on KDWB and some ways to relax.
101.3. 101.3.
KDWB. We're just days away from our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
The biggest headliners in live music will be taking over T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, this Friday and Saturday.
Limited seats still available at AXS.com.
Don't miss A$AP Rocky, Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, Gwen Stefani, Halsey, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, The Weeknd, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet, and a special performance by Coldplay's Chris Martin.
Plus, some special surprises and moments you are not going to want to miss.
Our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Stream only on Hulu.
And listen right here.
This Friday and Saturday, starting at 9:30 p.m.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
Some more of that summer weather today. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 86. Tomorrow, a chance of some thunderstorms with a high of 83.
This report is sponsored by Macy's. Macy's is here to help you shift seasons in style. Shop fall must-haves like knit sets and dresses, quilted jackets and puffers for her, and sweaters he'll love. Plus, get ready for fall hosting with great deals on home essentials. Today at Macy's.
For over 40 years, Dean and Yumi, over at my favorite jewelers, Wedding Day Diamonds, have been creating dream engagement rings for over 40 years. Brothers. I didn't know they were brothers. I never knew that. One incredible family with over 150,000 150,000. They created Wedding Day Diamonds, literally dedicated their entire existence to creating perfect engagement rings. That's why they launched the new best-in-class website, weddingdaydiamonds.com. You can customize your ring in just 10 days with any diamond shape, metal color, and one-of-a-kind ring setting. They're always adding designs to their collection, so you know it's not going to be some stale, boring ring design. All the rings made right here in the USA, reflecting the true luxury and the best craftsmanship. That is a reason why Wedding Day Diamonds is my new favorite jewelry store. If you go on another jeweler's website, a lot of them are just kind of dull and underwhelming or just plain bad, like designed in 1998, not Wedding Day Diamonds. Check them out, and then when you're ready, get into one of their 9 stores in Minnesota for your engagement ring. Wedding Day Diamonds.
From the Nicolay Law Studios, KDWB-FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, what are you doing up on the step stool?
About to clean these light fixtures. The whole family's coming over. And if there's even a speck of dust in the house, my abuela will find it.
Here, I got a Swiffer duster to help with that.
A Swiffer what?
A Swiffer duster. It has this cool extendable handle that reaches 6 feet to get high and low, with fluffy dusters that easily trap and lock dust.
So, no more step stool?
No more step stool.
Easily trap and lock dust from hard-to-reach places with the Swiffer duster. Love it or your money back.
Ooh, that's not good. Got a dash light on? Not sure what it means? Well, it's lights out at Luther. All month long, drive into any Luther dealership. We'll run a free computerized diagnostic, turn the light out, tell you what it means, and giving you a no-obligation estimate of how to keep that pesky light off. Find your nearest Luther dealer and schedule an appointment online at lutherauto.com. Got a light on? It's lights out at Luther. Ah, that's better. Now through the end of the month at your nearest Luther dealer.
Celebrate the month of September with Zero Res and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129 and $75 off your air duct cleaning. Online, ZeroResMinnesota.com, and take advantage of the huge savings. Zero Res 952 Zero Res.
When something happens to your kitchen, you might say,
"This is ludicrous."
But that won't fix your home. That will only get you the rapper, Ludacris.
Having trouble? Don't panic. Don't be alarmed. You need to file a claim? Holla at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. You can file a claim on the app or call us.
Thanks, Mr. Chris.
No matter how ludicrous the situation, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois. Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Getting 10% back is easy at Fleet Farm. For a limited time only, Fleet Rewards members can earn 10% back in-store and online. Spend $50, get $5 back in rewards. No rebates, no coupons, no hassles. Plus, Fleet Rewards membership is free. So if you're not signed up yet, now's the time. Then get shopping to earn 10% back on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm. Some exclusions apply. Not valid at Ankeny and Waukee, Iowa stores.
Febreze. So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. You know, I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special.
It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. Basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Enter for the chance to win prizes from Snickers and M&M's at MarsWrigleyHalloween.com.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have delays on 35W northbound from 26th Street up to 94. On 169, it's slow northbound from Highway 101 to Pioneer Trail. Highway 36 with delays westbound from Rice to Dale. The Lafayette Freeway tight northbound from the Lafayette Bridge up to 94. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Billy loves an adrenaline rush, riding his mountain bike through tight forested trails, navigating hairpin turns, catching air, but not wearing a seatbelt in the car.
Are you kidding me? I'd never do that.
Extra enforcement now on Minnesota roads. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
For decades, the mafia had New York City in a stranglehold. But the murder of Carmichael Lanti marked the beginning of the end.
It sent the message that we can prosecute these people.
From the minds behind the acclaimed television series, listen to Law and Order: Criminal Justice System on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeartRadio app and search Law and Order: Criminal Justice System and start listening.
No politics, no bullying, and no filter. The Dave Bryan Show on KDWB.
No politics on this show. None. We don't do politics on this show. Coming up next, the Kamala Harris Hour. Now, see, this is a good joke. That's a funny joke because it's ironic and it's contradictory.
I don't think that's irony.
That's contradictory.
No.
So that's why I've tried this joke a million times and you guys don't get
I don't think you understand what irony is.
I laughed the first time.
Maybe
it's the delivery. Try one more time.
Yeah, can you say?
No
can you do it like Fozzie Bear this time?
No politics on this show. No politics on this show. Coming up next, the Kamala Harris Hour.
Okay.
Dang.
That was a little more Yoda, I feel like.
He was, yeah.
That was pretty good Yoda,
I get it confused.
Waka waka. There is no try. There is only do.
My trainer told me that the other day. I blocked him.
Goodbye.
We were talking about something that was serious and very interesting, and a lot of women related to this one. Jenny brought up a little while ago.
Yeah, well, Bailey and I were just talking about how our brains are just constantly on the go. Like, what's next? What's coming up? What do we got to get done tomorrow? What do we got to get done for the weekend? And there's just no turn-off switch, and we want to turn that dang brain off sometimes.
And so many people said, in all seriousness, try edibles, try CBD, microdosing, whatever, until you get the right balance, and you can sit and think about absolutely nothing. But Allie called in and got a little suggestion for you. Good morning, Allie.
Morning.
What did you want to tell Bailey and Jenny?
I am the same way. There is honestly not enough time in one day to accomplish all of the tasks that need to be done. There's really not. So I am a psychiatric nurse, and I work with this constantly, trying to get people to turn their brains off, right? And I think there's a few things. One, you have to write it down. Because once you write it down, your eyes see it. You're using more of your senses than just you running it over in your head. And another thing you have to do is you have to schedule time in your day to relax. So, for instance, I give myself 1 hour at the end of each night, 8:30 to 9:30, where I can sit on the couch and do nothing, turn my brain off. That's it. Now, granted, that's not a ton of time, but you have to put in whatever works for you, 30 minutes, an hour, maybe 2 hours if you're lucky, but you have to schedule that time. And during that time, you have to shut your brain off, telling yourself repeatedly, like, I do not need to be active. I have done my worth for the day. I am okay to relax.
What do you do from that 8:30 to 9:30 time? You sit on the couch, do you look at your phone, or do you just actually like not engage in anything?
I'll sit on the couch. I'll do something enjoyable to me. It's almost like a self-care hour because I don't get that time during the day. So literally, if the house is a mess, I let it be a mess because it is not my time to clean. It is my me time to relax. And it's one of the main parts of the day that I look forward to because I know it's time for me to kind of shut down my system a little bit, allow my parasympathetic nervous system to kick in rather than being on go all the time.
Can I ask you a question? This is a psychiatric nurse, so this is absolutely somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of people kind of self-medicate with alcohol. They get a big old glass of Lambrusco and sit on the couch and then go for another one. Effective, but probably not the best idea.
And don't get me wrong, I love a glass of Pinot.
Okay, so no sin in that then.
No, there's and like everyone says, like in moderation, right? Like we're not drinking ourselves to sleep. We are sure if that's something you enjoy, if that's part of your self-care, like 1 or 2 glasses here and there, I think that's absolutely fine. It only becomes a problem, I think, if you're doing it every single night and if it's interfering with your daily living, right? If it's interfering with your job, with your social connections. If you've thought to yourself, oh, I need to cut back on this.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting. But is it a biological female thing that women are just designed to be this way? Or is it just kind of like that's the way that women have been taught that they should be?
I think that's a good question. I would say it's more of nature versus nurture. So, sure, it's kind of in our genetics, right? But I also think it is kind of how we're raised. Because I know some women that don't constantly have that running, go, go, go list. But a lot of us do have kind of this underlying anxiety because there's so much expectations from us that it didn't look like this, 30 years ago when women were supposed to, just take care of their kids, stay at home. Now we are having careers while taking care of our children, while keeping the house clean, while making dinner. A lot more is on our plate now, and I think as society we need to adjust to this new normal for women. But I think that accounts for this running active brain anxiety that we have.
Last question, and thanks for doing this. Is there something that, like, if a woman is with a male partner or just any partner, is there something the partner can do to help them? And I think the obvious answer is do the laundry, do the dishes, make dinner, go pick up the dry cleaning, take some of the load off. Is that the obvious answer?
I think that is an answer, but I also think it's the man being like, hey, this is your time to rest. Like, it's okay to rest, right? Because in our minds, we don't think it's okay to rest because we're constantly on the go. But, they can help us by, reaffirming that. Like, hey, it's okay for you to chill out. We do not need to get these things done right now. Now is not the time.
So interesting.
I wish I could allow that to run true in my brain though, because Andrew does say those things to me. It's okay that you can watch TV right now. You can settle down. You just did all the stuff. And I still don't believe him. I don't believe him. I'm no, I have to do these things.
Absolutely. And it's honestly, we have to actively tell ourselves over and over and over again until we start believing ourselves. Because I was not capable of doing this, back when I had a baby 2 years ago and an infant, and I was like, oh my God, I can't keep up on everything. Yeah. And then finally I realized for my mental health, I needed to allow myself that time, and it is okay to have that time. Nothing's going to happen to me if I let this house be a mess, if there's dishes in the sink, and if the laundry's not done. It's still going to be there tomorrow. It's not going to change anything. We have to actively make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, because in the long run, if you're just constantly running on high, you have these constant cortisone levels that are being released, and that can really negatively affect us. So ultimately, it's really important that we allow ourselves that time, but it takes work. It does not come over.
It doesn't just come naturally where you can shut your brain off. Allie, thanks for your time and expertise. I really appreciate that one. If you missed the beginning of this segment, maybe go back and listen to it. If you're a woman and you're like, oh my God, my brain never turns off, go back, wind back, listen to the podcast, and wind back 10, 15 minutes to hear some of what we were talking about. Allie, thank you very much for calling in.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Have a great day. Something is very universal because we got a million text messages from people who kind of go through the same thing. All right, on to something fun on KDWB. We got pink tickets and a lively game show bed in the background.
Yeah, we do.
Going to get you pink tickets right now, only because, here's the way it's going to work. I'm going to give you something that happened or an invention, an event or whatever. You tell me whether it has happened before or whether she was born before or after this event. So I'll give you an easy one at first here. You'll call me at 651-989-KDWB. Was Pink born before or after the invention of the Pop-Tart?
Oh, gosh. I would say she was born after, but I don't know. Are you going to say the year? You're going to say the year that she was born?
She was born in 1979.
Okay,
that's a good question. She was born in 1979. Was she born before or after the invention of the Pop-Tart?
I'm going after, Bailey.
I'm going after, after, because I feel like Pop-Tart's early 70s, if not 60s.
1964. Yes, so she was born after the invention of the Pop-Tart.
Nice.
Was she born before or after Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Oh, there's a classic game with the marbles and the little
is
stomper,
classic.
little pusher, little thing, and the hippos.
But I would say she was born before because I feel like that was a hit in the 90s.
Yeah, so before. Are we wrong?
Pink was born in 1979. Hungry, Hungry Hippos, invented in 1967.
Really?
Yeah, 1967.
Wow.
Been around for a long time. Let's get on the phone and see if we got a winner on this one. And hold on. Let's go to Amanda first. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning.
Where are you calling from, Amanda?
In Burr Grove Heights.
Love it down there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She sounds really
Here we
excited
go.
about Inver Grove.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Was Pink born before or after Tide Pods?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Was Pink born before or after the invention of Tide Pods, the laundry thing?
And she was born in 1979.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Before.
She was born before. Yes, Tide Pods came out in 2012. You're a winner.
Good job.
My morning. Thank you.
Are you excited to get out of the house and go to the Pink concert?
Yeah, I've been wanting to go for years, but I could never afford it.
Well, we are here to help you out. There's a lot of people like, I want to go. The concerts are, yeah, you're excited. Concerts are expensive, and I'm glad you're going to get to go.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I love a winner that's so happy to go. That is awesome.
Me too.
We'll do more of those coming up. I think next hour we'll do the same kind of thing. Right now, it is Dave's Dirt. Then we're going to do the emo threemo. Jenny's got 3 great emo songs that she's going to do. And then we're all going to get fired live on the air. And I'm not making this up. We're all going to get fired live on the air by genuine HR managers.
Can't wait.
And it's coming up on KDWB.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
You are sitting comfortably in your car, your couch, or your desk right now, and Diddy is sitting uncomfortably and anxiously in a prison cell. He was not released yesterday. There was apparently no bail set or anything. And New York grand jury indicted Diddy on 3 counts of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He could face life in federal prison. He, of course, pleaded not guilty to all 3 charges. The judge denied him bail despite his offer of a $50 million bond and to wear a GPS monitor. They said no. This is serious stuff that Diddy's been getting away with for a very long time. And here are some of the charges against Diddy.
Today, I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice.
I can never figure out why somebody who is so wildly rich and successful and liked and famous or whatever decides to go down the criminal route. It's kind of like Denny Hecker. Denny Hecker had like the automobile empire and was worth millions of dollars. And I don't know exactly what he did, but I know that he went to prison for what he did. And I always look at somebody like Denny Hecker and I go, why would you? I would rather.
Probably because they can, because they have the means to.
But wouldn't you rather go to bed peacefully at night worth $10 million
well,
than
I
sleep
would.
with one eye open worth $100 million?
Yeah, but I think that's the excitement of it almost. Is like they
Not
have
a lot of excitement for
well,
me.
no, but I'm saying like they have everything that they want in life. So like they've got to figure, and it's not good. Obviously, none of this is good stuff that they want to, that they're doing. But I just feel like you have everything you have in life. What's next? Oh, maybe I'll just get in a little trouble and see what happens.
Yeah, do some racketeering.
I guess. I don't know. I would rather make $59,000 a year and be able to sleep well than to make $590,000 and sleep with one eye open, wondering whether the knock is going to come at the door.
Well, he probably wasn't thinking that there would be a knock at the door. He's probably like super comfortable being like, yeah, I've got this crime under wraps here. No one's going to catch me.
I think you're right, Bailey.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like ego and narcissism makes you think they won't do it. One more little weird fact here. They confiscated during the search of Diddy's property $1,000 of Johnson & Johnson I'm sorry, 1,000 bottles of Johnson & Johnson baby oil. And so now, trending on social media, Johnson & Johnson baby oil.
Why?
I don't. I feel like we've had this discussion on the show before that baby oil is not the choice that you should go with in those situations either, unless you're doing like wrestling.
Ooh,
Maybe
wrestling.
He's into wrestling. Yeah.
Maybe, but I'm saying like we've discussed like baby oil is not the go-to. You need just like.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get baby oil wrestling at my birthday party tomorrow?
I doubt it, honestly. Yeah,
okay.
I kind of doubt that
Might be
the
messy.
Forgotten Star people would be
into that.
Coleslaw wrestling. That would be a whole different thing.
Coleslaw wrestling?
We can definitely do coleslaw wrestling.
I'm writing it
down. Okay.
Your rider, your list of demands.
Coleslaw wrestling. In an alternate universe, Lady Gaga would be marrying Tom Cruise and not her fiance, Michael Polanski. They met during production of Top Gun Maverick, and Gaga recorded the movie's theme song. A source said Tom fancied Gaga. He thought she was phenomenal. They shared a special connection. The feelings were not reciprocated, and Gaga was just not into him. There's quite an age difference. I'm probably at least a 20-year age difference there, too.
If not more, too. That's weird.
Yeah.
He seems like he thinks he has a magnetic connection with everybody. And he might, but also, like, that's a little presumptuous of you,
He's so
sir.
charismatic, though.
Yeah,
so
he's like,
charismatic.
me and Lady Gaga
handsome.
really got along.
Today's National Cheeseburger Day. What is the best fast food cheeseburger? That's up for debate, but there's a couple of things to let you know, special offers during the day. And remember, I've not researched these. I only found them online, so I can't say for certain that they're real, but I think they are. At Wendy's, you get a junior bacon cheeseburger for $0.01 with any purchase made through the app. Burger King, if you're a Royal Perks customer, get a free cheeseburger with any purchase of $1 or more. McDonald's going to give you a 50-cent double cheeseburger when you order exclusively through the app. Wahlburgers, 50% off all burgers today.
Wow.
Smash Burger, get a classic single for only $5. And those are some of the deals on National Cheeseburger Day today.
And I posted all those up on our website at DaveRyanShow.com.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, speaking of social media, we are on Instagram Live right now, the Dave Ryan Show. On YouTube, Dave Ryan Show, and on Facebook, The Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. You can watch video streaming right now, along with audio.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Are you waving at the camera right now?
I'm waving in case anyone happens to be looking at
Everybody
me.
wave at your camera. We all have a camera pointed at us, and we forget all about them, so you probably see us picking our nose and making dirty gestures at each other.
Yeah,
like
I have
this
to
one,
remind you
or this one.
sometimes. Hey, we're on camera.
What was that gesture? Dave?
Put your pants back on.
This one right
What's
here.
that? That one means wrap it up, right?
That means wrap
You
it up.
use that gesture. You have used that first gesture often this week. You did it in a magic trick recently with me.
This finger right here?
You need to settle it down. No, the other one.
Oh, that one.
That one.
Oh, yeah, that one.
You need to settle down over there.
Okay. We are going to do the Emo 3-Mo right now. 3 emo songs from emo fan Weather Girl Jenny. Let's go.
Why are you laughing over there?
Because you were just like, that's me. And it sounded very condescending.
Jenny's Emo 3. Okay, everybody, we're going to kick it off with the classic Fall Out Boy. Now, this isn't their most famous song, but it's one that'll bring you back to nostalgia if you listen to them. It's called This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race. A little Fall Out Boy on Jenny's Emo 3Mo kicking off the first song today. And then I feel like I really went deep into the feels on my Emo 3Mo today because next is like a very aggressive My Chemical Romance song.
Yes.
And I love it. So we're going to go number 2 song is I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance on Jenny's Emo 3Mo. A little MCR. That's My Chemical Romance for you non-emo people out there. But it's called I'm Not Okay on KDWB. And we're just going to keep the ball rolling here today. The next song is one of my favorite emo bands of all time. I got to see them at the rave in Milwaukee, and I did party with their guitar player one time. So it is one of my
How does that come about? I got to party with their guitar player.
Well,
How
when I
did that
say
come
party,
about?
I mean, we actually just sat on a couch in the back of the rave, but we met the band afterwards because they were hanging out in the venue afterwards, and we said hi to them. And then they were like, oh, do you guys want to come? Because upstairs Disturbed was playing. They're like, do you want to see the end of this concert? We're like, sure. So we went with them, and then we hung out in like their green room area for a while, but they had gotten so drunk the night before that they were all so hungover, and one of them was like just drinking water and laying around waiting for like them to go to their next stop, that we didn't party. We literally just like hung out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, this is Red Jumpsuit Apparatus and my favorite song by them. It's Face Down on 101.3 KDWB. That is the last song for Jenny's Emo 3-Mo for this month. It's Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Face Down. I know they were at a star party one time, which just always blows my mind because it's just weird to think of an emo band was at a star party.
They had a big hit song, though.
That was it.
That was it.
No, they had another one.
They did?
No, I promise you they
did. Well, they did have a couple, but I'm pretty sure this was their biggest one.
I'm not sure I agree, but that's okay.
And you got to party with the guitarist.
The other ones are like super weird emo-y, like Your Guardian Angel is like more sad. And they're all kind of sad. I mean, they're emo songs. But
that's true.
Like False Pretense was another one of their big ones. But this is the only one we have in our system. So that makes me feel like it's the only song KDWB would have played.
You could be right.
It is the
anyway,
best one.
That was a cool one. People love the emo 3-Mo. Thank you, Jenny. And now we are all about to get fired.
Uh-oh.
What? You knew it was coming. We're going to get fired by live HR directors right now on KDWB. 4 different directors are each going to fire us for a different reason. We're going to go to Shandy first. Good morning, Shandy.
Good morning.
Hey, thanks for being on to fire us. You wrote in an email that says, I'm ready, let me fire you. While firing people is my least favorite part of the job, it would thrill me to kick you to the curb. I say that with love. I've worked in HR. How long you worked in HR?
15 years
15
doing
years,
different types of HR work, yeah.
Okay, so we are going to do, now, I think that your request is absolutely valid.
Yep.
You want to fire a specific person on the show, right?
I do, yes.
Who do you want to fire?
I want to fire Vaughn for his overuse of cologne.
Okay.
Of course.
So,
of course.
So how would you, because, Vaughn's there at his workstation, smelling up the place with Axe body spray. You approach Vaughn at his workstation, and then you say to him, hey, what do you say? You like, follow me, or can you come? Can I get a minute of your time? What do you say?
Yeah, I would say, would you mind coming to my office? I'd like to have a conversation.
Okay, so my stomach drops.
Now, Vaughn is there in your office, nervously sitting across from you. Give us your best firing of Vaughn leak.
Vaughn, thank you for meeting with me today. I know this is a difficult conversation, but I want to be respectful and direct. And we've previously discussed the issues with your overusage of cologne. And despite our efforts to address this, we haven't seen significant improvement. I mean, as a matter of fact, last week you walked through the lunchroom, and after you left, everyone reported that their food just tasted like cologne. And so at this point, your behavior isn't in alignment with iHeart's values, and as a result, we've decided to end your employment with KDWB effective today. So I do want to acknowledge that this doesn't take away from the positive contributions you've made during your time here. However, the cologne usage has led us to this decision, and we need to move forward in a different direction. So we're here to support you through the transition. If you have any questions about next steps, I'm happy to answer them, and I genuinely wish you the best moving forward.
Wow. But. That was so good.
Wow,
Oh, man. If I got fired by her, I'd be okay, I feel like.
For a minute, okay.
Wow.
And then what happens next? You have security come and escort him out of the building, or what do you do?
Well, I'd answer all of his questions about, payroll and benefits and those sort of things. And just because you never know what an employee might do with their coworkers or whatever, there'd probably be somebody who would escort him to get his things and then out of the building, not in an intimidating way, but because you never know what somebody's going to do and you just want everybody to be safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Vaughn, you're fired.
Yeah. What if my question is, was there a specific cologne? I could do better. I could do less.
No, we've already talked about
Do people,
that.
Shandy, we're being fired by HR people. Do people try to talk you out of it sometimes?
I mean, there are a whole host of reactions. There's emotions on all sides of it. There are some people who will just sit there silent. It really depends on the person. It's never a fun thing to do. If somebody did something really horrible, it's not as difficult for the HR person.
Yeah.
But obviously, there are times when maybe it's not so bad, and it's just a really, really tough thing all around. So I always imagine somebody going home and telling their family or their spouse or whoever it might be. So it's never a fun thing.
You did great, Shandy.
Yeah,
very, very professional and direct and very, very good. Okay. And is there a prize at the end? Do we wait and award the best? Well, I don't think we award anybody because then I think everybody comes in first. Yeah, well, we all lose.
We all lose.
Shandy,
We all got fired.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay.
Deserve it.
Vaughn deserves.
Do I get severance?
She's gone. She's gone.
She's gone.
Yeah.
And so am I.
Who would we like to have up next? We have Sheila, Michael, or Debbie.
We could do Sheila next.
All right, let's do Sheila next. Hello, Sheila.
Good morning.
Now, Sheila is a ball of fire. She's from Shakopee. You are a former HR director, and you are now an employment attorney, right?
That's right.
Wow.
Okay.
Correct.
What an employment attorney does contracts and things like that, or what does an employment attorney do?
Yeah, so my specific role is really various employment laws are, and there are many. And my employer has employees in all 50 states, and there's lots of different state laws, whether it's minimum wage, sick and safe time, everything you can imagine from an employment perspective. And my job is to understand the law and then look at my company's policies and practices and make sure that we're compliant.
Okay. Who would you like to fire? Have you thought about who on the show you want to fire?
Gosh, Dave, I would love to fire you.
Okay.
There we go.
Now, what is your cause for termination?
Oh, my cause for termination is
Now, I can give you one if you want a
I have it.
suggestion. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is the clutter in the studio.
Okay.
I think
That's a
that
good
you
one.
bring a lot of clutter and create kind of an uncomfortable work environment for your colleagues.
Okay. I'm absolutely guilty. Go ahead, and we're at my workstation. I'm playing Wordle, not doing my job,
Yep.
stacking up things around my workstation. Go ahead and call me into your office now, if you will,
Yeah.
Sheila.
Hi, Dave. Could
Hi.
you come on over to my office and join me? I'd like to have a conversation with you.
Now?
Yep, right now would be great.
Difficult.
He can't finish figuring out the word.
I'm on guest number 4.
Right.
But okay. All right, so now I'm sitting nervously, impatiently across from you. Sheila, go ahead and fire me.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me today, Dave. As we've discussed in the past, your excessive amounts of clutter in the studio really create an unhealthy environment for your colleagues. And we've discussed this in the past and asked you numerous times to clean up your workspace because it creates a disruption in the work environment. So effective today, we're going to separate you from KDWB and iHeart. And so today will be your last day.
Oh, my gosh.
Savage.
For having, I'll clean it up. I can clean it up, Sheila.
Yeah, but we've had this conversation multiple times. We've just not seen improvement in your behavior.
Well, I didn't really think it was that big of a deal.
She said, just get out. She's pointing at the door.
I won the argument. I think I
Less
won the
is more,
argument.
Dave. Less is more.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Thank you, Sheila.
So do I have to leave right now? Do I have to get my stuff and leave right now?
No, Sheila already has your stuff. Here, get out.
It's in a box.
Actually, Jenny's been packing up your desk while you've been in my office.
Yeah.
Yes, I have, baby.
All of your clutter is now in garbage bags by the back door.
Yes, it is.
Clutter?
Yeah.
I'm going to sue for clutter discrimination. Okay.
Sheila and I have
There's
been
no such thing
conspiring
as that.
together.
No discrimination. No discrimination for clutter, Dave.
Okay, give it up for Sheila. Nice job firing me. Nice job.
Nice.
Sheila, thank you very much, counselor. Thanks
Have
for
a
being on.
great day, everyone.
Bye.
Oh, Dave,
Just
that's
fine.
too bad.
Yeah, it is
See you
sad.
later.
Bummer.
Now
See you
we do-
later. Now play my jingle.
What?
Now play my
this.
jingle.
Oh, okay.
She's just my favorite because she's so inspiring.
101.3.
Come on. So good. Bye, Dave. Goodbye.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Dave just drops down one of those slides that just straight plummets. Aw.
Now, up next, we're going to have somebody else get fired on the show. And Debbie is an HR director. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning, everyone.
How long have you been in HR?
Oh, about 13 years.
13 years. You fired your share of people.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Would you agree with, I think, Sheila, that said there are some people that it's hard to fire because they're sweet and they just don't work out. And there are other people it's like, I can't wait to get them out of here. Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. Something like Jenny said, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Okay. Who would you like to fire? Now, still employed here at iHeartMedia is Bailey or Jenny. Who would you like to fire?
Oh, my
And if you
God.
want, you know what? You can go back and fire Vaughn if you want to also.
Or
Because
Dave.
Double firing.
if you have something set up for Vaughn, you can fire Vaughn if you want to.
Nah, let's go with Bailey.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
let's fire her. What are you going to
The one
fire
that's
Bailey?
excited.
What does Bailey get fired for? Not being very good at what she does? Because that's what I'd fire her for.
Yeah, I'm going to go with sleeping on the job.
Sleeping
Oh,
on
gosh.
the job.
Well,
Bailey.
When you're tired, you're tired.
All right, Debbie. So approach Bailey at her desk and take her into your office.
Okay.
All right. Hi. Good morning, Bailey. Could you come to my office for a few minutes?
Okay, yeah, let me just wipe the drool off my face. I'm coming.
Why'd you have drool on your face?
Because I was sleeping at my desk. I was sleeping at my desk, David. Live in the fantasy. Okay, I'm coming, Debbie.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sitting in your office now, Debbie. I'm
right.
awake now.
Very good. Thank you, Bailey, for coming in my office today. You know, it's been brought to my attention that there's been a company violation regarding the workplace, and it concerns you. And specifically, it was observed and documented by multiple coworkers and even confirmed by the security cameras that you were asleep at your desk during work hours early this week. I mean, Bailey, is there something going on outside of work that is causing you to fall asleep during the day?
Yeah, I'm just not getting enough sleep at night, so I have to sleep here.
Yeah, but as you know, unfortunately, it's outlined in our employee handbook, which you have signed off and received a copy of, that falling asleep on the job is grounds for immediate termination. And it really directly impacts the workplace, the productivity and the safety, of everyone around us. And at this time, I'm sorry to inform you that this is going to be your last day with us. And just please return any company property, that is in your possession before you leave. And I know you carry benefits, and I want you to know that your benefits will continue to the end of the month. And your final paycheck will be next Friday on the 27th. And we are here to support you. You've done great work for us, but we just need to separate our ways at this time. And we wish you, much success in your future endeavors.
God,
it's really been a pleasure getting to know you.
When I get fired, I want you to fire me, Debbie. Can you come in the day that they're going to fire me and fire me instead of Rich? Rich will be like, hey, you, get out. You're pissing me off. And he's going to have a trap door under my chair that he pulls a big red handle.
I could have just said, you're fired.
Well, let me go get my pillow and my blanket, and I'll head out.
What I like about Debbie is she gave Bailey a chance to explain herself. The other two HR people just was like, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Debbie, excellent firing. Give it up for Debbie.
People are texting and being like, these don't sound like any of the people who have fired me before.
Well,
they're too nice.
Thank you, Debbie. Have a wonderful day.
You bet.
Now we have one more HR director on the phone to fire us here on the radio, and this is HR Director Michael. Good morning, Michael.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Your bio says, I have been an HR manager for about 4 years, and I've listened to KDWB daily for many, many more. I think it's time for a change in staff on the Dave Ryan Show.
Again?
Let me fire you guys. Michael, who do you want to fire and what grounds? Do you have anything, or I can give you a suggestion?
It's always a surprise to me when I find out that we need to fire somebody. So you let me know.
Okay. Well, we're going to fire Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny has been spreading rumors and gossiping around the office. She's been spreading rumors. She's been gossiping. She'll spread rumors about coworkers having affairs, coworkers having different sicknesses, unplanned pregnancies, that type of thing. And everybody knows Jenny is the big gossip, spreading rumors, a detriment to morale. So, if you will, find Jenny at her workspace and call her into your office, Michael.
Hey, Jenny, do you have a second to come meet me in my office?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me ask my boss, Dave, real quick. Dave, can I go talk to Michael?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm coming. Let's go.
Sounds good. Hey, Jenny, thanks for joining me. Do you mind taking a seat?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So, I know that this is usually an intimidating kind of conversation when HR pulls you into your office. Into their office. So I'm just going to cut to the chase here, Jenny. Today's going to be your last day at KDWB. There are several reasons I've heard from several people, and we've actually had a conversation like this before, but frankly, the way that you are, speaking about your coworkers, spreading rumors, it's just causing a rift with a lot of people, and it's just really not in alignment with our core values here. We like to respect each other, and we're just not seeing that out of you. So it's time for us to make a change here, Jenny. I'd like you to pack up your things.
But Dave did put a shampoo bottle up his butt.
So
that kind of stuff happens, and whatever happens on their own time, that's his deal.
Yeah. So you're saying I shouldn't be telling everyone at work about that?
Yeah, probably not. No.
Oh.
I fell on that shampoo bottle. I slipped in the shower, Jenny. God. Nice job, Michael.
Yeah.
do you then escort Jenny out, or do you have her? I mean, that's the interesting thing. I would be so humiliated to walk past the cubes of all the salespeople while I'm carrying a cardboard box of my crap. Do you escort? Go ahead.
Yeah, ideally you do it at the end of the day where there isn't a lot of people around, or you catch them in the morning, or, if they're out on a break, something like that.
When's the best day to fire somebody? Is it on a Friday because now they can commiserate all weekend, or is it on a Monday? What's the best day to fire somebody, Michael?
I would say when they're least expecting it.
That's crazy.
Steve Letarte.
Jesus. Sitting in a parking lot at a Home Depot.
During their company birthday party? Bailey.
No, not me. No.
Totally caught her off guard. Give it up for Michael.
Yeah,
nice job, Michael. Very pleased with you. That was more fun than I thought it would be. It really was.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, you guys. Only on 101.3 KDWB. Vaunt is still here.
Yes.
As of now.
The night is still young.
Let's start off with Vaunt stirs the pot. 23-year-old Vaunt, very opinionated. He thinks he's right about everything. What are you going to stir the pot about now?
Swifties. Thank you for Travis Kelce, for all that you've brought to Travis Kelce, because without Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce is nothing.
Okay.
Okay, people are going to text him.
Yeah, you're going to upset a lot of people.
He's a great football player, but the average person that knows nothing about football knows name Colin Kaepernick for other reasons. Name a football player, Bailey.
Randy Moss.
Exactly.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. You know all these names, the average person, but you didn't know Travis Kelce's name before Taylor Swift.
I did not know Travis Kelce's name
That's
before
what I'm saying.
Taylor Swift.
Me neither.
I did know Travis Kelce's name before Taylor Swift because he's one of the best tight ends of all time.
I did not.
Your boyfriend Andrew watches football, though, so that makes sense.
I also watch football.
Okay, so that makes sense. I'm saying the average person, there's certain names, like I know nothing about basketball, but I know Michael Jordan, I know Kobe Bryant, I know Stephen A. Smith, but I didn't know the name Travis Kelce before he started dating Taylor Swift. And
so thank you, Swifties, for introducing us to, because nobody would know. They made him a star. They took him from $1 million a year player to $50 million a year.
I'm not saying he wasn't a good football player, but nobody really knew who he was. Dave, how much you said his salary went up crazy yesterday? I forget what the number was.
Yeah, he makes $17 million a year. He is the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL
for football, and now he makes like 50-some million for
with podcasts and other
stuff.
Yeah, that podcast was not doing well before Taylor Swift.
I wonder if we could get the insights on that. That would be really interesting to see.
I don't even know if they had a podcast
before
they did.
That.
Did they?
They've had one for a while.
My
the
point.
Brothers
Thank you, Dave. My point. And
no,
now
you're right. No, you're absolutely right.
He's signed to a bunch of different people doing endorsements out the wazoo, and none of that would be possible without Taylor Swift. So Travis Kelce, count your blessings.
He would be another dough-headed, low IQ athlete if it wasn't for Taylor Swift. He is still a dough-head with a low IQ that is sleeping with Taylor Swift. So, yeah.
I'm waiting for
the text. He should wake up and, shine her shoes and do her nails, brush her teeth every morning to say thank you.
All hail Taylor. He gets down and, bows on his knees and just anything you need, my lady.
Thanks for my career.
Okay.
Somebody said, yes, Vaunt. Also, people outside the States don't follow American football. She 100% made him known worldwide. It's true.
Wow. No, it's absolutely true. Okay. It is KDWB. Thank you for Vaunt stirring the pot. On the Dave Ryan Show right now, we're going to do a little game of Think Fast. You get to play along, too. Jenny is hosting with all the questions. Who is going to play Think Fast today?
It's going to be you, Dave, versus Bailey today.
Okay, Bailey, let's go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, so these categories are going to be all over the place, so just make sure that you're paying attention to what I'm saying, okay? It is involving letters, but just pay attention.
Pay attention,
okay?
Bailey. Pay attention.
I am.
A state that ends with the letter K.
State that ends with the letter K.
I saw this on TikTok, and I had to think a really long time about
Hold on, I want to get it.
Yeah, don't give it away. Let everybody think, because this is really interesting. I'm going up and down the coast over here.
I know. You got to think.
Ends with the letter K.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Yep.
Oh.
I figured Vaunt would be the first one to get it.
That should be a clue.
Hold on.
Can I do it?
No, because people are playing and thinking in the car.
Come on.
Ends with the letter K.
Yep.
A state.
New York.
Yes,
Thank you, Bailey.
Okay, I did not think fast.
Good
that
one.
wasn't
That's
fast enough, but I literally went through all the states in my head, so it took me a while to get to end.
Man.
You sang the song.
Good job. Okay, no point on that, but I wanted to see if any of you could get it quick enough because it took me way too long.
I love that one. That's a good one.
Okay, something you eat for breakfast that starts with W.
Wheat.
Waffles.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
I'm not giving it to Bailey. I'll give waffles
No,
to
Wheaties.
Dave.
Wheaties?
No,
Is that
you
what you said?
said wheat. You said wheat. You can
Okay.
also eat the Denver Square wrap. It's from Holiday Station stores. American
Good one.
cheese, ham, peppers, onions,
one.
all in a flour tortilla with scrambled eggs.
Wow.
All right, Dave's on the board finally. We got 1 point. It's a city that ends with the letter A.
Atlanta.
Yes, Dave.
Anoka.
Alabama.
An
Nope.
app on your phone that starts with the letter B.
Bumble.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay, Dave has
Babble.
2. Bailey has 1.
Okay.
Something you do for self-care that starts with N.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'll give
Okay.
that to you
All
because
right.
nothing is great
You're sitting
for
around
self-care.
doing nothing. Nothing at all.
Mm-hmm. A 5-letter word with double T's in it.
Batter.
That's 6 letters.
Dang it.
Batty.
Oh, batty is work.
B-A-T-T-Y?
Yeah.
You're too slow.
Okay. Okay, fine. Wow.
And you took my batter
judgy.
and then made it 5 letters.
You did. I did.
Okay, an appointment you have once a year that starts with P.
Pediatrician.
Yeah, I'll give you
Oh
that
my
one.
God.
Pediatrician
I was
appointment.
like podiatrist, but
Physical was more
I don't
up the
visit them.
alley, I
You're
think.
right. I
but-
know. You're right.
Okay. A country that ends with the letter E.
Chili.
Yeah?
Jeez Louise.
Yes.
Ooh,
Dave
that's
has
good.
5.
I
Bailey
can't do
has
ends.
1.
Properly pronounced Chile.
Chile. Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Here we go. A 6-letter word that starts with L.
Littles.
That's,
Littles. I'm
No.
taking care of the littles this
That's 7.
afternoon.
That's 7 letters.
Little.
Littles.
You should've
Littles.
just
Oh, you're
said
right. Yeah, little.
little.
Little, letter.
Yeah, letter was what I had. Okay, no points on
I'm
that.
doing too much like Olympics in my brain trying to figure out ends of letters and numbers and things.
Dave still has 5. Bailey has 1. Something you might find in a living room that starts with C.
Couch.
Yes.
Oh, Bailey, nice job.
Okay, now we're going on to an occupation category. So these are all going to be occupations, okay?
Okay.
Name an occupation that starts with A.
Accountant.
Yep. Name an occupation that starts with R.
Railroad engineer.
Yeah, Bailey. Railroad engineer. I like it.
This is game point for Dave.
Yeah, game point for Dave. Name an occupation that starts with N.
Neurosurgeon.
Neurophysicist. Yeah,
Bailey.
she got
Bailey
it.
gets it.
Yep.
Name an occupation that starts with B.
Botanist.
Oh my! Bailey's come back
Coming
right now.
back for the
She has
win.
5. You have 6, Dave. It's
Oh,
still
boy.
game point for you. Name an occupation that starts with M.
Mailman.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Gosh.
Oh, no.
All right. Next one gets the
Give
win.
me an occupation. I get it.
All right. Name an occupation that starts with F.
Field instructor.
Frankfurter salesman.
Neither
Is it
one
field
of them.
instructor?
No.
Neither
What's
of
a
those.
field? That's a thing.
That's not what you said. You said instructor.
I said field instructor.
Frankfurt what?
Frankfurter salesman.
Get out of here with that.
I
No,
know.
I'm not giving
I
you
say
that.
field instructor is a thing. I'm
yeah,
looking
but
it
you
up.
both kind of like
It's a
sounded
supervisor
it out.
who mentors students in their field.
All right, we're moving on. Name an occupation that starts with J.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Judge. Say judge.
Judge.
Man, you
Nobody got
guys.
Okay.
Name an occupation that starts with L.
Lawyer.
Yeah.
Jingleheimer what?
John Jacob
Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout. They say John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Free entertainment here on KDWB.
The Twin Cities #1 hit music station, 101.3 KDWB.
We're just days away from our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
The biggest headliners in live music will be taking over T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, this Friday and Saturday.
Limited seats still available at AXS.com.
Don't miss A$AP Rocky, Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, Gwen Stefani, Halsey, Hosier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crows, The Weeknd, Thomas Rhett, Vic Victoria Monet, and a special performance by Coldplay's Chris Martin.
Plus, some special surprises and moments you are not going to want to miss.
Our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Stream only on Hulu.
And listen right here.
This Friday and Saturday, starting at 9:30 p.m.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
Yet another hot day today. It's going to be partly sunny, a high of 86. Tomorrow, small chances of some thunderstorms, a high of 83.
This report is sponsored by Apple Ford, White Bear Lake. Why do 1 in 3 Ford buyers in the Twin Cities choose Apple Autos? Maybe it's their no-pressure car buying experience, large inventory, and one low price. They're now bringing everything that sets them apart to White Bear Lake on the corner of County Road E and 61. Apple Autos. Come see why it's different here.
There are lots of reasons to want a big backyard, like growing your own vegetables, doing cartwheels, and relaxing after a long day. But here at Truestone Home Mortgage, we all agree that Dog Birthday Party is at the top. At Truestone, we have great home loans, expert help, local dedication, and a focus on what matters to you. So if dog birthday parties are your priority, we'll bring the pupcakes. Metaphorically, of course. It's true, because we're Truestone. Truestone Home Mortgage is a division of Truestone Financial. Membership required. Equal housing opportunity.
It is officially treat season. Don't ghost the neighborhood. Be the ghostess with the mostest when you pick up your trick-or-treaters' favorites, including fun-sized packs of Snickers, M&Ms, Skittles, Twix, and more. And now it's your turn for a treat. This year, Mars Wrigley is treating you to the chance to win spooktacular prizes all season long. Enter if you dare at MarsWrigleyHalloween.com. Get fun-sized favorites at a Target near you.
I had so many dreams, but life quickly got in the way. Then, Rasmussen University saw my true potential and gave me the support and confidence I needed to become who I am today.
Rasmussen University. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Minnesota.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Attention all football fans. Old Spice Swagger Deodorant 4-pack is back at Costco. Get ready to unleash the greatest smell in the NFL. Old Spice Swagger is the ultimate 24/7 odor protection for all the football fanatics out there when used daily. But here's the catch, folks. This limited time offer won't last forever, so head to Costco and grab your 4-pack of Swagger Deodorant. Don't let those game-winning moments be overshadowed by unwanted odors. Get your Old Spice Swagger Deodorant now.
Coats for Kids is back for its 39th year.
Donate new or gently used kids and adult coats to any Pilgrim Dry Cleaners 27 locations through October 19th.
And if you want to save hours of time each week, you could let Pilgrim do your laundry.
Visit pilgrimdrycleaners.com for details.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase, but is waived if paid within promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Homeowners, ready to replace your windows or patio doors, but think it's going to be too expensive? Think again. You can get top quality, affordable windows and patio doors from Renewal by Andersen for no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months.
That's right. You don't pay a dime for an entire year. Just text DONE to 200-300 right now for your free in-home window consultation and free price quote. Renewal by Andersen has more than 4,500 5-star reviews in the greater Twin Cities.
Get your windows and patio doors for no dollars down, no payments, and no interest for an entire year. Plus, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off and save an extra $150 off each window and door when you buy 4 or more.
But hurry before this end of summer sale ends. Text DONE to 200-300. Text the word DONE to 200-300. Don't wait. Text DONE to 200-300.
Phones weren't made to be broken.
Ugh.
Dude.
What the?
But life happens. Oh, seriously? So, if you break your phone, Verizon's got you. Trade in any broken phone from one of our top brands in any condition, guaranteed. And get a great deal on one of our best 5G phones with Unlimited Ultimate. And if you switch to Verizon at a Minneapolis store, you can get up to $300 in Verizon gift cards when you purchase an eligible smartphone. Which means you're not just getting a new phone, but maybe a new phone and a new wireless speaker, or a new smartwatch. Or you can always be responsible and pay off that monthly bill. But hey, it's your gift card. It's your rules. Switch now and save. Only at a Minneapolis Verizon store. Requires minimum $799.99 phone purchase on device payment with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate Plan. $300 Verizon e-gift card sent within 8 weeks with port-in. Smartphone trade-in must be from Google, Samsung, or Apple. Trade-in and additional terms apply.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy. Some restrictions apply.
Nicolay Law is the Midwest's motorcycle lawyers. Go to nicolaylaw.com today.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
35W still with the stalled semi northbound at Portland in the center lane. Traffic solid from the crosstown. 35E heavy northbound from 494 to West 7th Street. 169 slow northbound from Highway 101 to Highwood Drive. Highway 10 heavy eastbound from Central to 35W. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Minnesota Renaissance Festival.
This year, the Magic is calling you like never before. Come celebrate the Minnesota Renaissance Festival's 53rd anniversary. Now is your time to get discounted tickets. Find your Magic at RenaissanceFest.com. Huzzah!
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like K-Pop Radio, featuring the ultimate in K-Pop. Jimin, New Jeans, Stray Kids, aespa, and more. All commercial-free. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search K-Pop Radio, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Heard all over the world. And parts of Cottage Grove. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Time you heard that song. Wow. Day, by the way, I want to let you know on the Dave Ryan Show, Think Fast is brought to you by Northern 1 Hour. Shout out Northern 1 Hour. Thank you for changing lives across the Twin Cities. Let's get you some Pink tickets right now. We're going to send you to Pink October 17th, XL Energy Center. Of course, we got more tickets than any other radio station because we do shady dealings behind the scenes. Okay?
No, we do not.
We do. You wouldn't believe
We just have the tickets
shady...
because we're KDWB. We don't have to do shady dealings.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you Pink was born on September 8th, 1979. I'm going to give you an event or an item. You tell me whether Pink was born after or before this thing.
Okay.
The Great Depression. Was Pink born before?
God.
I bring it up because right now there is someone listening who doesn't know.
Oh.
Was Pink born before or after the Great Depression? Vaughn, when was the Great Depression? Give me a decade.
He's on the phone.
Oh, he's on the phone. Bailey,
I can tell you.
When was it?
20s.
In the 20s,
Yep.
yeah. 1929.
Yes,
as a matter of
indeed.
fact. Yeah, okay. Let's do another one here. Was Pink born before or after pretzel M&Ms? Pretzel M&Ms. Delicious. Pink born in 79. Born before or after pretzel M&Ms?
She was born before pretzel M&Ms.
Correct.
Hey.
When were pretzel M&Ms born?
I don't like 1999.
2010.
Oh, really?
2000s.
Dang, those are good. Those pretzel M&Ms are good.
I think, do they still make the peanut butter M&Ms?
Yeah, of course. Those are like
Yeah.
staple.
What do you mean? Those are the best M&Ms of all time.
No, the caramel ones are the best ones. The caramel ones are so good.
There's a poll. Put that on our Facebook, the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. What is the best M&M flavor? And then I think you got to list them all. Okay, let's get somebody on the phone here at 651-989-KDWB. Play the game for real and see if we can give away some tickets to go see Pink. Hi, Christina.
Hi.
What are you up to this morning?
Just getting ready to go to work.
Do I hear children or pets in the background?
I have kids.
You have kids.
I have a dog too.
I have a
but
dog
yeah.
too. What's your dog's name?
Teddy Canelo.
One more time.
Teddy Canelo.
Patty
Canelo.
Teddy
Teddy.
Canelo.
Teddy Camillo.
No, Canelo.
Camillo.
It's cinnamon in Spanish.
Camilo.
Oh, Canelo.
Camillo.
No.
Camila Cabello?
Camila Cabello.
You know the boxer Canelo?
Yeah, the Camilo.
Yeah.
Dave, you're trying your hardest.
That
I'm
babble
trying.
did not work for you.
Teddy. The dog's name is Teddy.
Man, is it Teddy? What's the kid's name?
Christian.
Christian. Now that one I can do. Okay. No, it's fun to talk to you. I'm going to give you a item or an event. You tell me, Christina, whether this happened before or after, like whether Pink was born before or after this event. Here we go. The original Nintendo, was Pink born before or after the original Nintendo?
I'm not exactly sure on time, but I'm going to say before.
You're correct. Yes. The original Nintendo came out in 1983.
Ooh, close to
Pink born in 1979.
Nice.
You are a winner.
Yay!
I've never seen her.
Yeah, you're going to the concert. Congratulations. We'll have more Pink tickets for you all this week. Christina, we'll see you at the show, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, by the way, David Kushner is in concert tonight at the Fillmore. And my son is concert tour director of the band. And so that's very cool. So he's traveling around the country on a bus with, I think there's 9 other people on the bus with him. And so I'm going to the show tonight.
You're going to have a fun time.
I'm so proud of my boy.
You'll have to take a nap first to rally.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Bailey,
you're
to
welcome.
rally. I will, because I'm going to be up late tonight.
Yeah, you are.
But I never go downtown on a weeknight, but I can't miss this one. So, all right. We'll be back in a minute on KDWB with You Can't Make This Stuff Up. Yes, today is National Cheeseburger Day today. We got some deals for you. You can find those online on DaveRyanShow.com. But I want to tell you about a bachelorette party that cost way too much. And now people are complaining because the bachelorette party costs way too much. We'll cover that next on You Can't Make This Stuff Up on KDWB.
Friday Night Football is back. Presented by the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University. Join 101.3 KDWB every Friday night at a high school football game for your chance to roll the dice and win a $25,000 college scholarship to any school of your choice.
Friday, September 20th, we'll be at Wayzata High School. Go Trojans!
It's Friday Night Football from 101.3 KDWB. More at KDWB.com. Keyword events.
After touring the College of St. Benedict and St. John's University, I knew it was a college for me. The culture felt like home. Shortly after moving in, St. Ben's and St. John's became more than classrooms. Visit csbsju.edu to apply, estimate your scholarship, and write your own story. St. Ben's and St. John's. More than an education, it's life-changing.
From the Custom One Exterior Weather Center.
Some more of that summer weather today. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 86. Tomorrow, a chance of some thunderstorms with a high of 83.
This report is sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Billy loves an adrenaline rush. Riding his mountain bike through tight forested trails, navigating hairpin turns, catching air, but not wearing a seatbelt in the car.
Are you kidding me? I'd never do that.
Extra enforcement now on Minnesota roads. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Hey, I want to let you know about my new favorite jeweler, Wedding Day Diamonds. They don't just sell rings. That's kind of what everybody thinks of. But we'll let you know they do more than that. But let's talk about the rings for a second. They are created from scratch. Nobody has ever worn it or tried it on ever. Each ring is custom designed for you to ensure the finest quality. No matter your budget, you're like, okay, I got a couple of thousand, or I've got 20,000, or whatever you want to spend. Wedding Day Diamonds engagement rings are made in the USA with meticulous craftsmanship using recycled gold and really beautiful diamonds grown and cut the way Wedding Day wants them. With their, just crazy high exacting standards with Dean and Yumi. No other jeweler can offer that level of quality. That's the reason they're not like the chain that's got like a million locations all over with kind of cookie cutter designs. And they have their perfect ring promise. Listen to this. You got a full year to ensure your ring is perfect, or you can bring it back even if it's custom made. Guaranteed for life with no inspections. A lot of people go, yeah, it's guaranteed for life, but you got to bring it in for an inspection like every 3 weeks. That's not the way it is. WeddingDayDiamonds.com or Wedding Day Diamonds, 9 locations in Minnesota.
Disney's The Little Mermaid is coming to St. Paul. In a magical kingdom beneath the sea, the beautiful young mermaid Ariel longs to leave her ocean home to live in the world above. Perfect for the whole family, this story will capture your heart with irresistible songs including Under the Sea, Kiss the Girl, and Part of Your World. Based on one of Hans Christian Andersen's most beloved stories and the classic animated film, Disney's The Little Mermaid is a hauntingly beautiful love story for the ages at the Ordway, December 3rd through 29th. Tickets at ordway.org.
Hey, Steve Ryan, we love our kids. I love my kids, but boy, can they make a mess. Now that they're back in school, let's take care of all the things the kids did to dirty up and stink up the house while they were at home during the summer. They're back in school. And here comes, pulling up in the driveway right now, Zero Res. It's the healthy way to get your home feeling fresh and clean again. Even if your house doesn't look dirty, you still need to call Zero Res for all the dust and dander and bacteria from a summer of fun. The pizza spills and the puppy piddles, they can get the yuck out of your air ducts as well. And great savings this month with Zero Res. Carpet, tile, rugs, upholstery, basically every surface in your home can be Zero Res. And right now, you can get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned starting at just $129 and get $75 off your air duct cleaning as well. ZeroResMinnesota.com or 952-0-RES and ask for that KDWB special.
Holiday has a new savory breakfast all wrapped up and ready to go. Introducing Holiday's new Denver Square Wrap. Think portable Denver omelet with fluffy scrambled egg, American cheese, ham, tangy cheese sauce, peppers and onions neatly wrapped in a flour tortilla. It's a tasty way to start the day, and it's as easy as it is delicious. Just grab and go. Holiday's new Denver Square Wrap. Get your hands on one fast because it's only for a limited time and only at Holiday.
September means a new season and new routines. So this fall, when you send your kids off to school, it's the right time for you to lean in and be your best self too at YMCA of the North. Hit the Y for back-to-school fitness and wellness, plus youth programs to help your family restart those healthy habits that got away from you this summer. It's okay, we get it. Summer in Minnesota only lasts for a fleeting moment, but YMCA of the North is here for you to help you achieve your goals this fall. Join today at ymcanorth.org.
Febreze.
So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze. La 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 la.
Shine bright for kids with Children's Minnesota. When you donate to Children's Minnesota this September, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, you help thousands of kids and their families right here in our region. Make your donation or learn more at childrensmn.org/shinebright.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. You know, I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. You know, basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Febreze.
So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze. La 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 la.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center.
On 94, we have an accident westbound at Woodbury in the right lane. Traffic is solid from Manning, and it's tight westbound from Highway 61 to Snelling. 94 slow eastbound Maple Grove Parkway to Weaver Lake, and heavy eastbound from Plymouth to 35W with an accident mixed in at 394. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Apple Ford, White Bear Lake. Why do 1 in 3 Ford buyers in the Twin Cities choose Apple Autos? Maybe it's their no-pressure car buying experience, large inventory, and one low price. They're now bringing everything that sets them apart to White Bear Lake on the corner of County Road E and 61. Apple Autos. Come see why it's different here.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up.
2, 3, 4.
Imagine this. You're all set for a fun 4-day bachelorette party trip to New Orleans, only to find out after you arrive the trip's going to cost you about $5,000.
What?
That's exactly what happened to one bridesmaid who was already stressed about money when she got the shocking news. The total cost for 10 bridesmaids, $50,000, and that was for one bachelorette party. So here's a little bit more of the story. A friend of that bridesmaid took to Reddit to explain the story. The cost was for only the bachelorette trip, but it didn't include the other costs of being a bridesmaid and travel and hotel for the wedding weekend and dress and gift and other expenses. Where do people get off asking their friends to spend an insane amount of money? I can't begin to understand. As a guy who's never been on a bachelor or bachelorette party trip like that, don't you know in advance what you're going to spend money for?
You should, but it depends on how good the person is who's planning it, because I was like shocked when I was told about this bachelorette party I was doing up north for a cabin weekend. Like, we had already put a deposit of like $200 down, and the next thing I know, they're like, all right, and now you owe $700 for this. And I was like,
oh my God.
What do you mean $700? And then they were like, well, we're going to be doing a party bus. We're renting a boat. You didn't pay for all of the lodging yet. And I was like, what do you mean I didn't pay for all of the lodging? It's 2 nights. I already paid $200 and it's split between like 10 people. How much more is the lodging?
Yeah.
And so I had to like push back a little bit on that. And I felt bad because I didn't know the girl who was planning it. And I did push back, and it was, I don't know, it was fine, but it ended up being a very expensive 2-night stay up north at like a place on the lake.
I mean, if someone told me that the bachelorette weekend would be $200, I'd be like, okay. If they told me it was going to be $700, I wouldn't go. Like, period.
Yeah,
like,
because
sorry.
you got to know in advance, and then you decide.
Yeah,
right?
that's too expensive.
I wonder what they were doing in New Orleans that cost $5,000. New Orleans is not that expensive of a city.
It's a good question. I really have no idea.
They get the biggest mansion there ever was, and everyone got their own bed, and I don't know. That blows my mind.
Could be. Coming up on Dave's Dirt, Diddy is in the news. Very, very, very bad things. And also, because of Diddy, a certain product that is probably in your house right now was trending because of Diddy. And also another product that's in your house is saying goodbye. And especially if you've got older parents, it's probably in your parents' house and that is going away forever.
Oh, no.
We'll tell you about it next on KDWB on Dave's Dirt. Stay here. Bailey's birthday bash is tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Hey, thank
tomorrow.
you. Thanks. Today is my dad's birthday.
Yeah?
Oh,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah, so we're one right after the other.
What's your dad's name?
Gregory.
Greg.
Yeah, he's not
Love
listening, 100%.
Does not listen to his daughter on the radio?
No, I think
For
the
shame.
first time he listened, I said something offensive, so he stopped. Something like that.
What did you say was offensive?
Girl, I don't know. Girl, I don't know.
It's my grandma's birthday today, too.
Oh, my God. Happy
What
birthday,
does she
Grandma.
call you anyway?
She calls me Boom. I don't know why. I don't know if I've ever told you guys.
That's
God,
okay.
it's been a while since we've heard that.
Yeah.
Bailey's birthday bash is tomorrow at Forgotten Star Brewing. I'm so excited about this one. We're going to be there from 5 until 7, And we've got prizes, pink tickets. I'm probably going to bring some clipadoos to give away.
Okay.
I might randomly buy some people dinner. You know what I mean? If randomly, buy, because there's a food truck there tomorrow.
So now you're going to have all kinds of people coming up to you being like, you buying me dinner?
If you ask me, I will not buy it for you.
Okay, that's nice of you.
If you approach me and say, will you buy me dinner? I will not buy it for you.
Okay.
But I might walk up to you and say, guess what? You're a winner.
You're a winner. You're getting dinner.
Yeah.
Winner, dinner.
There's a food truck called Hodgepodge that's always at Forgotten Star Brewing, so they are going to be there tomorrow. I'm friends with the people who run it, so I was just making sure we had some food, and
Sweet.
They have so many fun things to offer, so I promise you'll like it.
Also, I'll say if you can do gymnastics and you want to come and do some flips and stuff, that would be really cool.
You have a different request every day.
Every day.
Okay,
and
well,
it's literally tomorrow.
Then if not gymnastics, then a saxophone.
No. Okay, well, maybe.
Bring a
Is
saxophone.
it a talent show?
Yeah, it is a talent show, actually.
America's Got Talent. Fridley's Got
I'd be
Talent.
Dang it.
That would be kind of funny,
If it
wouldn't
was like 3 weeks out still, I would write that down right now. I'm like, Bailey Birthday Bash talent show. Everyone has to come with a talent.
People will come if you give them a prize for it.
I know.
mean, I'll buy you dinner. Bring your saxophone. I'll buy you dinner.
Bring a talent, and Dave will buy you dinner.
All right. We'll see you there tomorrow. What is the Bailey's Bubbly? What is it again?
It's called the Bailey's Bubble Blitz. Is the seltzer. It's a dragon fruit seltzer that they're naming after me for the evening.
And shout out to Forgotten Star for being there. For helping us out tomorrow. We would love to see you there.
I'm also going to be out at Rasmussen in Egan tomorrow from 11 to 1. They're doing an open house for their university campus. 11 to 2. I will be there 11 to 1. So you can swing by. We've got some giveaways that we'll be doing. Explore the campus. And there's free lunch, baby.
Boop, boop.
So come on by. Bailey's going to come get some free lunch quick for her
Probably
birthday.
get some free lunch. And then
go get her cake.
Daddy Dave Ryan is going to buy me lunch or buy me dinner.
I might buy you dinner tomorrow
So
night,
then I won't have to pay for anything tomorrow.
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
We're going to do Dave's Dirt coming up in just a second. We will have more pink tickets for you coming up pretty much all day tomorrow. And we'll also have War of the Roses tomorrow. Just to let you know, go check out the iHeartRadio app really quick. We do a show called The Minnesota Goodbye, only on podcast. It is not on the radio at all. It is only via podcast. It's called The Minnesota Goodbye. It does get a little spicy sometimes. So if you like a little more things that we cannot talk about on the radio, sometimes about relationship things. And it's called The Minnesota Goodbye. And you can find that on the iHeartRadio app. Right now, though, we got to dig into the dirt on KDWB. A lot of stuff going on. I do want to mention the whole National Cheeseburger thing today, and where you can get some freebies, and we'll cover all that right now on Dave's Dirt.
And now with an important update on Noah Cyrus. Just kidding. It's Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
Let's talk about National Cheeseburger Day today and some of the bargains that you can get. First of all, Wendy's, you get a junior bacon cheeseburger for $0.01 with any purchase made through the app. Burger King, Royal Perks customers get a free cheeseburger with any purchase of $1 or more. McDonald's, 50-cent double cheeseburgers when you order through the app. It sounds like most everything's got to be ordered through the app. They want you to download the app. That's your motivation.
Get your email.
Wahlburgers, 50% off all burgers today. Whataburger. Do they have Whataburgers here? I don't think they do.
So. But somebody listening on iHeart might have it near them.
Loyalty program members get a Patty Melt sweet and spicy bacon burger or Whataburger with cheese. Will be entered to win a Whataburger for a year. Okay.
Ooh.
Smash Burger, get a classic single for only $5. And Carl's Jr., again, they don't have them here. The equivalent here is Hardee's, I believe, but Carl's Jr. is much superior.
Ooh.
My Rewards members get 50% off all cheeseburgers. The birthplace of the cheeseburger, Pasadena, California. 16-year-old named Lionel worked at his father's sandwich shop, The Right Spot, and got an idea to place a slice of American cheese on a hamburger patty. Now, wouldn't you think that anybody would come up with that idea? It's one of those things where it's like, oh, chocolate on top of an ice cream. I would have come up with that.
It's probably one of those things where a million people said, I invented the cheeseburger first, but they didn't capitalize on it.
Got to write that down.
Also, today is National First Love Day. Who was your first love? How old were you? And are you still in touch with this person? Did you marry your first love? I think Allison married her first love. It's funny because your first love, you think you're in love and you're 17 or 18 years old.
And you're like, wait.
And then you realize a little bit later, you realize when you find somebody who you really do love, you go, I like that person, but I didn't really love them. Wouldn't you agree?
I think, well, my first love was gay. He turned out to be gay, so it turned out not so great for me.
How long did it take you to find out, or did you kind of know the whole time?
No, I didn't. No, I did not know because one of my friends was like, "Oh, Bailey, this guy is so perfect for you." And so I was like, "Well, if he's being recommended to me, it must mean that he's interested in women." But I didn't listen to him when he was like, "No, I'm pretty sure I'm gay." And I was like, "No, you're not."
And you didn't listen.
No, you're not.
What? Can I
Listen, I was like 19 years old and in love with a gay man.
Well, and I think that
we've all been there.
I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and say I think we all know somebody who is seeing what we're pretty sure is a gay man. A good friend of mine, they're lovely and they're wonderful, but they've really only ever dated gay men.
Huh.
And they live together. They have a partnership, but he is gay.
Wow.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know for certain that he's absolutely just gay. He could be very fluid.
Sure.
But to me, she's very straight.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely straight. But everybody who knows him is like, oh, he's cool. He's a genius, but he's gay. Do you think there's a lot of women that date guys that they either know are gay or they're okay with it, or maybe they're fluid and it works out?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to make like a blanket statement. Like many women are dating gay men.
I will make a statement. Many women are dating gay men.
Well, if they are, the gay man might be in the closet, or if they are, they're probably somewhere on the queer spectrum, so they might still also like women.
But didn't you just say he told you he was gay and you were like,
Listen,
no, you're not?
He wasn't sure. He wasn't sure. He was like, I think I might be gay, and I went out of my way to convince him that he was not.
Please, no one's ever been in love with me. You have to be straight.
Yeah, those are exact words that came out of my mouth, probably.
It was a quote.
100%.
Well, if you're a gay man and want to date Bailey, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Let me know. Come to my birthday party. I would love to date a gay man. I'm here for it.
Tomorrow night. All right. In other dirt, Diddy is in big trouble. It's not funny. There's nothing laughable about this at all. So straighten up, you guys. Here are some of the charges. Very serious. Diddy right now is sitting in a jail cell. He tried to get $50 million in bond and wear a GPS ankle bracelet. The judge said, no, not going to happen.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice.
You know what? Somebody once said absolute power corrupts absolutely. Have you heard that before?
Yes, I have.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I think Diddy had absolute power in his industry, in his company, in his business. If you didn't suck up to Diddy, you were either exiled or treated with, dangerous violence, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he had absolute power. So he became absolutely corrupt. I mean, just awful the things that he was accused of doing.
Right. So do you forgive the people that are associated with him closely then?
I would have to, nobody asked me, but I would have to consider individually. I think if you're a woman and you're dating Diddy, like the woman that he beat up in the hallway, remember that one a couple of months ago? The video came out.
Yeah.
And he went out and he smacked her around and because she was trying to leave with money or something like that. Would I blame her? It depends because, she probably felt so intimidated that she had to cover for him because if you don't cover for Diddy, you probably get hurt.
Yep. Right.
That's awful.
I agree. That's why I feel like it's like you can sit and blame all these people that were associated with him and didn't come forward yet. But at the same time, they probably were looking out for their own safety.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. I think that's a lot of it. It's like a lot of women can't leave an abusive relationship.
Right.
The guy might not be, doing anything illegal besides beating her up, but she's afraid to leave because of what will happen.
Yeah,
after she
repercussions.
leaves. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Can kids come to Bailey's birthday party? I think so.
Yeah, I said you can't. It is at a brewery, so I'm not sure how much fun they're gonna have, but they can be there. Yeah,
they can have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
they might have bags
couple of
there.
Sips.
Yeah,
just a couple of sips.
They'll have a whole bunch of fun.
Stop it. Somebody did text in and said you guys put a lot more into Bailey's birthday than you ever did Vaughn's. Well, that's true, and there's a reason for that. We like Bailey better, and I think that's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Listen how quiet.
It sounds like You said one of the reasons. It seems like the entire reason.
Yeah. Well,
no, there are multiple.
The real reason is Vaunt has had birthday parties. Bailey is going to be 34, and she's never had a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why we're having a birthday party for Bailey.
It's a long time coming.
I don't think we've ever discussed that I've had birthday parties prior to planning Bailey's.
You would have brought it up eventually.
I
You talk
digress.
about yourself constantly. So we would have heard about it. I can't stand
Justice for
this.
Vaunt.
Justice.
Shout out to Chula, who is having a birthday. Thank you for listening. And a couple of more things. This is Travis Kelce talking about going big for Patrick Mahomes' birthday gift. Here is Travis.
Travis got me.
Here's Patrick.
Travis got me Louis Vuitton golf bag. So that was going to be sweet. I don't know how much I can use that on the golf course, but it will be nice to have.
Well, when you're worth like hundreds of millions of dollars, I guess a Louis Vuitton golf bag is gross. I mean, seriously,
bougie.
How bougie and like what's it called? Ostentatious? Is it to carry around a Louis?
Louis
I'd be
Vuitton.
embarrassed,
It's just
even if
for
I could afford one. No,
Right. It's just for the looks, the views.
We
They're doing it
don't
for the views.
have access to that kind of lifestyle, though. So if you're in that lifestyle, I think there's expectations.
I guess, but I would, even if I was really rich, I would not want a Louis Vuitton golf bag.
You say that now, and next thing you know, you're buying a yacht.
Yeah.
You get $50 million. You're like, look at my yacht.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, no, I don't care about that one. Let's talk about, Miranda Lambert. When she does a concert, she does not do encores. And that's, you know what an encore is. They leave the stage like, good night, Minneapolis, we love you. And then they leave and they don't turn the lights on. They come back on stage and everybody screams and applauds. And they do another song and they do that several times. Miranda Lambert's going to tell you why she does not.
I don't do encores. It's weird. Everybody know you just go off the stage and then you're like, wait, I'll clap louder and then I'm coming back. And then everybody's leaving to go to their car. I'm just like, we just do our show and then it's over. It's like, bye, y'all. I know you've got to get home.
I love that authenticity. I think that encores are kind of like they're a tradition.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what an encore is. Everybody knows that they're going to come back on stage because they still haven't done
their
song. Biggest song.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God. So that is The Dirt, brought to you by Nicolay Law Offices. We will be back in a minute on KDWB. We're going to talk about somebody who's got a problem with their kid at school. Their kid, 13-year-old boy, 12-year-old boy, was eating something on the school bus on the way to school. And they had like a ketchup packet left over or a little barbecue sauce thing of like, whatever left over from McDonald's. And he threw it and it hit somebody. And now he's in trouble. But how much trouble should he be in? You'll hear the whole story coming up next on Group Therapy on KDWB.
Find Weather Girl Jenny on Instagram at Jenny KDWB.
Treasure Island has got a lot of stuff going on. I was just looking on their website a moment ago to find out what I can tell you what's going on at Treasure Island. The mothership is touching down at TI Resort and Casino from back in the 70s. Parliament Funkadelic with George Clinton is going to do all their stuff coming up. Actually, you know what? That show just passed. I hope it was a good one. Here's something that hasn't happened yet. This is big. The World Fighting Championships coming back to Treasure Island. This is MMA